Hey guys, hope everyone's day is going well. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the MagicYoYo Aurora. Let's jump right in. Okay, so real quick I want to get into how I actually got this yo-yo. So a little while back, MagicYoYo actually sent me an email regarding this new light-up yo-yo that they wanted to produce. They asked me, what color I wanted, whether I'd be down to review it, and of course I said yes, and so they sent it right on over, which was super kind of them. They actually have a bunch of different colors that they're selling, including this one, which is the gold with white light, and so I'm going to include a link down below in the description. In addition, MagicYoYo just wanted me to let you guys know that this yo-yo goes for $25.99 for any solid color lights, and $28.99 for any of the colorful lights. And so yeah, I have a link in the description of this YouTube video if you guys are interested in picking one of these guys up. Alright, so now I want to talk real quickly about what this yo-yo actually is. So the Aurora is one of MagicYoYo's newest yo-yos, and it's basically supposed to be kind of like a light-up yo-yo that's really fun to play with, but also can handle the more extreme tricks and can perform really well. Let's see if it lives up to its description. Alright, so now I'm going to include the specs of this yo-yo, and normally with the specs I just kind of show you a picture of the yo-yo and the specs of it, and you guys just read the specs. But for this time, I'm actually going to go through and read the specs individually because there's kind of a couple new notes that I want to include because this yo-yo is a light-up yo-yo. Alright, so the weight of just the yo-yo is 65 grams. However, when you have the yo-yo in kind of the light-up setting with just 4 batteries, the weight is going to increase. So as you can see, there are 4 batteries in this yo-yo, and each battery itself weighs 75 grams. So if we do some quick maths right here, that means that this yo-yo with the 4 batteries inside of it, this yo-yo actually weighs 68 grams, 3 added grams because of the batteries, which in general is a pretty big difference. The width of this yo-yo is 42.5 millimeters, and so that width of 42.5 millimeters is a little bit more narrow compared to most yo-yos in this day and age, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in the playability section of the video. All the other specs of the yo-yo are pretty standard, but the width and weight are definitely things to keep an eye on. Alright, so now in regards to the unboxing experience of this yo-yo, we've got a bunch of things that MagicYoYo includes in the package. The yo-yo is placed kind of in this standard cardboard box that MagicYoYo has. There are 4 replacement button batteries, since it's a light-up yo-yo, and there's actually a tool included that allows you to replace them. So the yo-yo comes stocked with 4 installed batteries, but there's also 4 extra batteries in case one of your batteries dies. I don't really know if it's normal to include all these things in a light-up yo-yo, but I found it a really nice touch. It was really nice and convenient, and MagicYoYo just has you covered, and so you'll be able to play with this light-up yo-yo for quite a long time. Nice job. Alright, so looking around this yo-yo, first of all, the finish of this yo-yo is a really nice, smooth, blasted finish in the actual gold section of the yo-yo. So you'll notice this yo-yo is comprised of 2 areas. We kind of have the caps, which are a glossy finish. That's where the housing for the light-up feature is. But then the actual body of the yo-yo is a really nice sand-blasted finish. Overall, I'm really happy with my choice in regards to the color. The gold is a really kind of nice gold. It's not very saturated. It's more of a light gold, but it just looks really nice. And then the white light is really bright, and it really stands out, so I love that. The shape of this yo-yo is pretty angular. It's really kind of a narrow shape, I'd say. We've got a couple cuts and a steep slope down to the bearing. So it's I don't know, I wouldn't say it's an irregular shape, it's more on the narrow side and more of like an angular shape rather than a rounded shape. Now the cup of this yo-yo is also really cool. When the yo-yo isn't spinning, the clear cap actually allows you to see the circuit board which houses all the lights, which I thought was really neat. I mean, it just looks kind of cool. You can kind of look really closely and understand really what is going on inside there. It looks really nice. In addition, it's got some pretty cool font that says Aurora on the cap, and it says by MagicYoYo right underneath it. Alright, so now moving on over to the feel of this yo-yo. To be honest, I was really impressed with the feel of this thing. It definitely did feel heavy, not to the point of being like uncomfortable on the string. You can definitely feel that weight of 68 grams on the string, and so that's just something to note. This is definitely a heavier yo-yo when you have those batteries installed. Fast tricks were a little bit difficult with this yo-yo. I found that for the most part, this yo-yo stayed nice and stable. However, again, and since this is a bit of a heavier yo-yo, it is kind of difficult to crank it up to those speeds. For whips and slacks, this yo-yo is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, like I said before, this gap is pretty narrow, so you know, with some precision you can still do whips and slacks, but it's not like the widest yo-yo in the world, so it can be difficult sometimes to land that. For the more complex tech tricks, I thought this yo-yo was fairly good. I mean, the shape isn't like giant in any dimension, and the yo-yo also spins for a really nice long time, so it makes it easy to hit those harder tech tricks. Finally, for horizontal, I thought this yo-yo was just alright. Found it lagging behind a little bit on my horizontal. Like I really kind of had to push it if I wanted to keep the yo-yo in motion for horizontal. Now for grinds, this yo-yo is really nice. Finger and palm grinds are great with this yo-yo. The smooth blasted finish works just fine for those. Thumb, talon, and finger spins cannot really be done, however. I mean, if you really try, you could probably pull off like a talon grind or a finger spin. However, this yo-yo does not really accommodate for that. It's got that flat cap right there, that, you know, plastic glossy cap, and it makes it kind of hard to do any of those types of grinds, but that's okay. Now, in regards to the value for price, I found the pricing of this yo-yo to be actually really nice. Most yo-yos in the price range of like $20 to $30 are kind of hot garbage, but this yo-yo is actually really impressive for the price. It's a light up yo-yo, and it also plays pretty nice on the string, so I was very impressed with this yo-yo, especially for its price point of being, you know, the $20 to $30 range. This yo-yo is not meant to be, you know, a super extreme competition throw. However, it is a really fun throw, and you can definitely nail most of your tricks on it. In addition, this being my first light up yo-yo, I was really impressed with how the light looks. It looks super cool, and I really enjoyed taking like fun pictures with this and long exposure shots and stuff like that. So I definitely have had my fair share of fun with this yo-yo.